How close did Chicharito's foot come to you in the stab last night?
No, it wasn't that as close as people seem.
Okay.
Yeah, happened before. It's all part of the game.
Right. That's a bit of gamesmanship and certainly frustration on his part and your opponent's part. Does that sort of a moment take you by surprise, or have you seen enough of the game to sort of say, oh, okay, well, I saw that coming?
I saw it coming. It's a part of the game. Winning, you're all for it. Losing, obviously, you're frustrated and that you're losing. So emotions sometimes get the best of people, but no, it's all part of the game.
What makes the possession game for you in the back three sometimes look so easy?
I think just how much Wilfred stresses keeping the ball and being calm and composed, and just having confidence. He knows that we're going to make mistakes, and he says that no matter how many mistakes we made, he wants us to keep trying because that's just how he plays. That's just his system. We work on it all the time in practice, and so I think it's just the chemistry within the back three, and myself, and then the midfield. Just throughout the whole team, that we're all kind of on the same page and clicking was what makes it look easy.
Make it look easy. You went next level last night with one move.
Yeah, it was a little out there, but it worked, and I kind of gave Jimmy a hospital ball, but we got the foul, and it was all good.
Yeah.
Does that go through your head like in the moment, or is that just something that happened naturally?
I think it just happened naturally. Obviously we do a bunch of possession drills out in training, and so sometimes you get just within the natural drill, you get put in some tough positions that you have to maneuver out of, and just trying to have that in my locker, worst case scenario if I ever need it. Like last night, probably didn't need to do it last night, but yeah, it happened and it worked out. So yeah.
Wilfred mentioned you playing other sports probably helps with some of the technical aspects that he wants. What other sports did you play, and how much do you think that makes a difference?
Yeah, I played a lot of sports growing up: basketball, baseball, golf. And Wilfred's a big golfer as well, so he's used some golf analogies with me. But I honestly credit a lot to basketball, just the fast pace, the agility, the movement, like the movements of basketball, because I played that until I was a senior in high school. So just that, I think that just kind of calms the game down to me in a way, just because it's so fast paced, and now being a goalie is a little more relaxed. But just in reading the game as well, just trying to read it at a field player's perspective rather than a goalkeeper's perspective at times. Basketball I think was the biggest one.
Did you ever consider basketball as a path beyond high school, or was soccer always the go-to sport?
Basketball was my favorite sport growing up, but I realized I was better at soccer, so I veered that way. But I could have played in college. There was talks about walking on at my university, but I knew my end goal was to play professional soccer, so went talking with my strength and conditioning and everybody that my university was just dedicated all to soccer.
Cincinnati this weekend, we were just talking to Wilfred about kind of the rivalry. I know you played in the Crew 2 version of this, or the MLS Next Pro version of this, but this will be your first time in that kind of atmosphere. What are you looking forward to? How do you kind of handle a game that it maybe has a bit more emotion and whatnot than a regular season game?
Yeah, I'd love to say it's just another game, but obviously there's a lot more emotions obviously that go into it. But I think it's just trying to calm ourselves down and just play our game honestly. With all the emotions that go on, the way we play, we need to be calm and composed. So just I think the first couple minutes of the game, doing whatever we can to relax, slow down, and then hopefully our ability and our system just kind of takes over the game.
How much are you aware, as you're in front of supporter sections and whatnot, do you hear what's going on behind you? Because I imagine Saturday will be about intense as you've seen this season.
Yeah, I hear a little bit, not a lot. Honestly, it's just a lot of noise. I think it just makes it harder for me to communicate with, even at home. Like just the loud crowds makes it harder to communicate. You know, I'm yelling, and sometimes guys can't hear me, and they're 5 feet away from me. But so I think just more of just trying to communicate is the toughest part. Obviously it's loud, no matter where we play. So there'll probably be a little more trash talk, I would assume, but I just think the noise overall is the challenge.
So you want to tell the Nordic to quiet down?
No. Their support's amazing. No, their support's amazing.
We saw Aloy back out there. Obviously, getting him back means more competition within the goalkeeper room. How do you kind of view the situation right now? He's been out. You've obviously been playing well. He started the season. Well, I guess you started the season, but he was the number one. Just how, from your perspective, does that work, or is that something even considered right now?
No, I haven't even considered it. He's been out, and my job was to come in and put the team in the right direction while he was out. And obviously it's not my decision.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see he's back healthy. It's been a long process of him doing rehab and stuff. So I'm glad to see him back out there. But obviously it's not my decision. I'd love to play, but obviously Eloy's a great goalkeeper, and I respect whatever decision Wilfred makes. Good.
Yep, good.
Thank you.